Now, you've probably heard of all the hype on Twitter from Phala Network and also in the Polkadot community with regards to the Phat Contract launch, which is something that's just been recently announced by Phala, and they've been tweeting like crazy in the last few days. As you could probably imagine, they're also going to attend DOT in Vietnam, which is an event over there in Vietnam about Polkadot. But let's talk about what is Phat Contract. So this is really the reason why Phala has been doing so well, not only in terms of price, but in terms of engagement. The community is really engaged. The community is finding out about Phala and they're like, wow, this is amazing. I didn't know actually about this thing. So now they're learning what they're actually doing. Now, aside from Phala World, which is going to be a metaverse, of course, let's talk about what Phat Contract is and why it's so important. I love this explanation in the Phala wiki, which is why I want to cover it in today's video. So we'll be going through this, and of course I'll talk through it while I read it. So Phat Contract is the innovative programming model enabling off-chain computation. It's also known as Phat Contract as a practice for the Phat protocol and thin application concept, and for its rich functionalities compared with existing smart contract. Phat Contract uses Rust-based Inc language. So here we go. This is the most important thing. Actually, these two are the most important points here, hence why they're highlighting them. The fact that you're able to have off-chain computation means that you're able to have a lot more interactions, faster interactions than you are on-chain, because you don't have to wait for those transactions to take place. And then there's another one, Rust-based Inc language, which is going to be used for the Phat Contract. It's like a smart contract, but it is a bit different, and we'll talk about it when we read the rest of this. And Inc is definitely the new language that's going to be used now going forward in the Polkadot ecosystem, and you're going to see more parachains use this. So it's definitely one of the future. It's one that we can expect going forward, and we are going to see smart contracts on Polkadot, on Substrate I should say, which are going to be using Inc language, and they're going to be Rust based. Now, although with the name of contract, Phat Contract is more like the Web3 version of Amazon, backed by the decentralized Phala computing cloud and meant to support complex computation with low latency and cost. So here we go. This basically explains the difference, why it's important to have Phat Contract. Now, Phat Contract is not meant to replace the smart contracts. Instead, it tries to be the missing decentralized computation unit for them. For example, instead of implementing an ERC20 token with Phat Contract, whose balance has to be stored on chain, we recommend to deploy your ERC20 contract on Ethereum and use Phat Contract to operate it. So that's the idea here, that you're going to use it to operate it and interact with it. When will you need it? Well, since the on-chain storage and execution can be expensive from both monetary and performance perspectives, it's reasonable to keep the on-chain contract small and compact and implement the other logic elsewhere. The existing dApps usually implement their own backend logic as normal programs and deploy them to centralized services like AWS, which is Amazon Web Services, and this is how it looks at the moment. But with Phat Contract, it's going to replace all that. It's all going to be stored here. So as you can see, we've got Filecoin, the storage, all going to AWS at the moment, whereas with Phat Contract, they're going to be interacting with Filecoin for the storage solution, and then they'll of course go to the Web2 services like Binance, Google, etc. So that's how they'll all connect. And it even tells you here, with the computing service from Phala and its Phat Contract, you can use your backend programs on a decentralized infrastructure with privacy, performance, and low cost, because you do get privacy with Phala Network. If you didn't already know, Phala are all about privacy of your data. So we're talking about your files, web files that you have, the files that were physical, and maybe you've uploaded them on the blockchain, maybe you're using Filecoin, you've got some storage solution. So those files can be privatized, so nobody can actually see the data behind those files, which is awesome, by using Phat Contract and Phala Network. So that's all I wanted to talk about in today's short video. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments below, are you hyped up about Phala now that you understand more about Phat Contract? Let me know. Take care and see you in the next video. Bye bye.